It's overcast and windy, but inside it's bright. Waiting for water to boil for my fruity oatmeal, while the wind tugs at the tent walls whispering, "Hey kid, the day's out there and you're still holed up in here." In the morning, my campsite almost feels festive. Same place where last night I quietly mused about the moon.
Но в целом все равно пасмурно и дует теплый ветер. Обожаю такую погоду.
Few cars, quiet, strict road. I'm rolling along, counting off my first 15 kilometers. But soon I have to jump out of line, blood sugar crashing, hypo.
Когда в организме снижается сахар в крови, называется гипогликемия, просыпается какой-то животный инстинкт съесть что угодно и как можно скорее. У меня сейчас как раз такое состояние.
Later, when there was a choice, highway or dirt road, I went for the dirt. It was drizzling. The road curled past some old base, bristling with antennas. I decided not to poke my nose in there. Can't say I've ever felt deeply moved by cabbage, but when there are thousands of heads around you, you start respecting the stuff.
Огромное поле капусты, а вон автоматическая поливалка.
Unlike with the corn, this time I didn't pluck a thing. Cruising along in my favorite sleepy tempo, life not hurrying one bit, until a tractor decides to give me a wake-up call.
Yes, ой.
Heart leaps, ears roar.
Пизды тебе дал, блин.
Don't know if he meant any harm. Maybe just a muddled farm guy on an old tractor. Waiting for everything inside me to settle. Simple thought floats in. Being alive is already a gift, even if we so rarely bother to unwrap it. Back in the saddle, dirt and forest trails again. Quiet, hushed. Not even a critter rustling. It's just me and my mind, which slowly stops its chatter and bows to the moment. Roll onto the highway, skies clearing, mood rising right along with it.
Вот и погодка прояснилась.
Holding a steady 20 kilometers per hour, asphalt sings under my tires, pines stand like an orchestra. My drivetrain taps out its little rhythm. Swore this morning I'd set up camp before dark. Veer off the highway toward the water. Banks down there again, but now not sand. Wild thorny brush, untamed, messy. If I'm lucky, the night will be clear.
Дыня. Сегодня будет небольшой пир.
Gotta be careful with the fire. So I stomp out a little circle.
Выглядит немного по-сектантски, но нужно сделать круг из земли.
Sitting by the fire, listening to the branches crack, and thinking, I often catch myself feeling life is slipping past. Days bleeding into weeks, weeks into months, then years. It scares me, but right here, after a day spent roaming without care, watching the moon path over water, with cicadas screaming their heads off, those fears crawl off somewhere else. Looks like it'll be a fine day. Not far to ride today.
Лучшая дорога – это пустая дорога.
Everything around looks like I might be the last soul left after some local apocalypse. All these days I've been tracing the Ob River. The town I'm aiming for is called Stone on Ob. No, there's not some giant stone sitting in the middle of the river. It's just that here, where the Ob is usually sandy and gentle, the rocky banks jut out. My finish line is a humble sign at the town's edge.
Контент, ребята, контент.
Crossed into a new region. Highways windy, cold, deafeningly loud. I care more about pleasure than speed right now, so I duck back onto the dirt. Walking this dusty road through my homeland thinking, only now am I seeing these places for what they are. They've probably looked like this for hundreds, maybe thousands of years. And me, a city creature, a stranger among my own rivers and trees, finally coming out to see where I actually live. Just a little ways to the sign. Stop one last time. I know what's next. Regular life, work, deadlines, phones, emails. But not yet. I cling to these last minutes of freedom, ticking louder and louder in my head.
Мы прибыли с вот этим парнем. Такое клевое ощущение, когда задумал в голове что-то, и вот ты это сделал, вот ты здесь. Потрясающее чувство.